difference in the crowds between the Obama
Yeah, definitely.
in what way?
Much younger at Obama and much. I mean, and older here. There's obviously. I mean, I'm middle of the Gen X generation. There's no question about it that Clinton is a boomer candidate and Obama's a Gen X candidate. I mean, the way he talks, the way he sort of pokes fun at himself, he's got a kind of slightly acerbic, sarcastic thing that I really enjoy. I think he's sort of cultivating an idea of, I mean, I don't like it when a candidate presents a brand to me, when they present, really sculpted identity, and she has that to a certain level, which kind of turns me off. I would love to see a woman president, and I think she'd be very, very capable, but I don't want to be sold. And he doesn't do that. He doesn't try to sell. It doesn't feel like it's a strategy to become president. He just sort of is talking as an actual person. So there's a really, the crowds responded differently.
Right.
I'm up here by myself, so I got to talk to a lot of people. It was interesting to see actually a lot of them there and then a lot of them here too.
Yeah, well, we were there as well.
Yeah.
Did you see, like kind of speaking on behalf of, the people you talk to and your peers and friends, I mean, are people going to be focusing on these policies? And if so, if they do focus on policies, would they come out of a speech like this and say
they're going to
vote for Hillary?
I got the sense more that from my friends, and I live in Rhode Island, so I'm not a New Hampshire resident, but from the kind of communities I'm around, people, we talk about different issues. The issues, their responses to specific policies seem close enough that people are sort of much more in that X factor, in, their character or in their history or in what they think, how they will act as a president, what the symbol of them as a president will be to a certain level, what they will convey. More than I think saying, this timeline getting out of Iraq versus this timeline getting out of Iraq. So that's why it's weird. I feel like this is the first choice I've ever had in an election to vote. I feel like I've always voted against people rather than voting for people, except for Bill Clinton, which was the first time I voted. And I think people that I'm around anyway, and kind of my generation, are saying, like, they sort of are going to vote for Hillary, and then when they saw that Obama won in Iowa, they sort of got a smile on the, like they sort of, their heart is probably more on that side. Mm-hmm. Just to see his success, I think people will actually probably jump on it.
If you had to predict, who do you think wins the nomination?
I don't know. I really just assumed Clinton until this week. And actually seeing what happened at the caucuses in Iowa, that was the reason I could go up here today. Because I thought I had to see them in person, or some semblance of them in person. Even if we get Hillary today, I got Bill. I would vote for him again in a heartbeat. I'm a little worried about her. She's very authoritarian, and I don't know if that's what we need necessarily, too.
Okay.
I like her.
Great.